Good morning, good evening, good night, everyone. My name is ThorOfKenya, and this is Project Nomads, or as I call Starfield at Home. It's one of those games that you might play during the mid to late 2000s on your uncle's computer. Like, you kind of remember what it is, but don't really remember a lot about it. But we're going to go through this game, kind of see... We're going to play the game exactly how the developers intended, 100%. Alright, I'm going to click single player here, and I'm going to start the timer. Once we choose our character, I'm going to choose Susie over here. I'm going to go a little fast at the beginning, and then I'm going to slow it down a little bit after about 3 or 4 minutes. So, a lot's going to come at you at once, so we're just going to get started. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we crashed on an island, and we're left for dead. And we awoke with this guy. He's a magical genie of sorts. He said, hey, you woke me up. I was in prison for completely illegitimate reasons. Totally. So, since you woke me up, I'm going to give you some abilities to get off this island. So, he starts giving us some buildings to start building to get us off. And he's like, hey, also, can you help get my power back? I was thrown in here and took away my power. So yeah, we, as great adventurers, just kind of go along with this guy's plan. So, real quick as we're going, before the next section, this thing in the middle is the nav tower. The nav tower is what we use to navigate to each point of the game for us to go through each part of the campaign. That's important, we don't have that blow up. This one we don't need to blow up either. This is something they call the lighthouse. If it blows up, then we hit a game over, we're going to start level over again. Alright, we're about to get to the first glitch of the game. So, as we're traveling along, we start getting attacked by these planes. The game wants you to destroy 4 planes. So I want everyone to count with me to 4 planes. Apologize for the lights. So, if I'm a good shot, not this morning. Alright, 1 plane, 2 planes, 3 planes, 4 planes. Everyone saw 4 planes explode, right? Right. At least the game does. So, whenever I do a quick save, quick load as things explode, yeah, the game keeps its internal counter. It just goes up. So, quick save, quick load, boom, done. Alright, so we're here at this kind of a central hub of the game. We'll see a couple times, and we're gonna go do some shopping. Pretty much in the game, it's like, hey, this great powerful guy, he's a totally good guy, and he needs some help getting his power back. So I'm like, okay, alright, so we're going to do some upgrades and pick up a couple items. So this is, I believe it's called the hammer in the game, and we take buildings and put 2 of the same levels together to make 1 more powerful one. And then also I'm collecting like the most broken item in the game, the jetpack. So once I pick it up, I can just fly around in the game and do whatever I really want. Unfortunately, it's not done in very many levels, but we use it whenever we can. Alright, so we came here, he's like, oh yeah, I know where you get some more items to help regain your power. So we're gonna go to this certain location. These items I picked up, one is called a silo. It gives me a higher energy, maximum energy, as you see the bottle in the corner. And then there's the power plant, looks like a butterfly. energy used for everything, building stuff, repairing stuff, everything. So in the beginning game, you really aren't going to use it very much, but in the end game, it's kind of important to manage all of that. So now we're on a 12-minute auto scroller, and there's not really much I can do about it. This game runs off of checkpoints, so right now as we're going, we're hitting certain checkpoints, we're stopping, we're moving, we're going forward. Yeah, I wish there was a way to make this faster, but according to the game's scripting, yeah, there's not really much I can do. If there was ways I could activate these checkpoints faster, that would be really great. Although there's only one other way I could find to make this go faster, slightly, is if I have a different type of nav tower that's exclusive to the multiplayer. Oh yeah, there's a multiplayer in this game, by the way. Yeah, so, and unfortunately it's not even that fast, because I'll actually start bumping into some of this terrain you see on the side. Now if I had the waypoints automatically activated, I could literally click on it and I would just warp through all the islands. Oh yeah, so we're going to something called the Pirates Ravine, I think it's called in the game. And you're seeing we're getting like shot up. Like, I mean, there's these cannons coming at us, there's these rockets coming at us. So one of two things. First of all, the aiming doesn't really trace very well. So it's whenever it starts shooting, it shoots where you were, not where you are. So as long as my island is moving, I'll be missing nearly every shot. I will need to stop from time to time to repair certain parts of the island, but like all I'll do is just click start, and like I'll dodge most of this stuff. A second item is that I'm also not looking at the explosions, because cool guys do that. Also to prevent more flashing on the screen, because there's gonna be a lot of flashing and explosions I'm trying to avoid while pointing away. Something else to notice. So I can control just about any part of my island by pressing tab. The turret I was using manually to destroy these balloons, because if I don't, once those balloons hit my island, one-shot kill, we lose the game, we have to start level again. And these turrets do have auto aim on it. So if you're away from your island, you can activate it, and then it can destroy things that your stuff comes to your island. But it comes at a cost. So I can shoot this balloon at a far distance, but if it's doing auto, it takes like much longer to get to it. So once the balloon gets right up on your island, it doesn't shoot it and you blow up. So yeah, there's not really much going on right now. We're getting shot by these balloons, where the bullets are coming from the top of the balloon, not from the actual barrels, and the barrels are pointing straight up, you know. And it's like a mid-2000 game. What are you gonna do? So story-wise in this game, it's post-apocalyptic. There was a war where it destroyed the world, quite literally. There's floating islands everywhere. If you look here to the bottom right, there's the moon. The moon isn't up here, the moon's down there. So it's like we turn into like some kind of weird gas plant. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, we're just kind of going through here, destroying balloons, make sure we die. This game was made by Radon Labs. They have been purchased about maybe once or twice before. And they have other games, some great games they may know about. One's Urban Assault. The other one is Michael Schumer's Racing World Kart 2022, Paws the Claws Pet Vet, and Crazy Quiz. So, yeah, they didn't make too many games in this this time frame as far as anything that's unique like this game. So yeah, right now we're kind of just make sure our buildings are healthy, and just following this auto scroller. So whenever I started the game, there was 3 characters you could choose from. So 3 characters. One is Goliath, John, and Susie. Virtually, John and Susie are about the same character, but the only difference is that they're turrets that have. Susie has 3 barrels you can upgrade to the highest, and then John only has 2. There is a Project Nomads Discord that I've used for a lot of resources. Specifically, a person named Vince H121. I reached out to them to see like damage values, how things are calculated, and they found out that turrets that are using bullets, which Susie has, is tied to FPS. So right now we're running at 30 FPS and getting more damage, as most games do tied stuff to FPS. John and Susie's islands travel slightly faster, so whenever I stop and move with this island, it's a little slower to kind of accelerate, but the max speed is higher. The Goliath character has a faster acceleration, but top speed is much slower. So me just choosing either Susie or John, I get like a 2 to 3 minute cut in time. So it's pretty fast. Another big difference is that John and Susie have I think it's called like bullets for using the turrets, but with Goliath, he has rockets. So the game calculates rockets as just a flat value versus the bullets which act upon frames. So the reason we chosen John or Susie to do the speed run is that the bullets have more chances of hitting stuff, and you don't need a ton of damage to destroy things. Most of the time things go down in a couple of hits, except for one specific example we'll get to later on. We're almost getting to the end of this loop here. Yeah, like you say, we're getting shot up. Like the island's just getting absolutely battered. We're barely taking any damage at this point. I'm just kind of walking around, make sure everything's healthy, everything's good to go. Again, there's not much I can do to make this faster. I've tried. There is like a speed value that you could change in the game, but I really don't have a way to do that without going into console commands. Of course, that's against the rules for the speed running. Yeah, I started speeding running this game actually a couple months ago. I saw that the Big Bad Game-A-Thon was coming around, and I was like, you know what, I haven't played this game. So I kind of started and saw, oh, this game is kind of broken. So I was the first to stand up the leaderboards, set the requirements and whatnot for it. So and it's been like a whole month trying to look through this game. Is there ways to get around it? Is there ways to and generally just make it faster? This game is built upon an engine. I think it's called Nebula 2, and if you look into the game's files, like the script of how this level runs is all plain text. So all you have to do is just open up the script, see exactly what the game's required for you, and that's where I'm finding most of my skips in this game. Yeah, so looks like we're almost at the end here. We've got slightly more further, a couple more balloons here. Yeah, the speedrun kind of takes off at the beginning. It's about 3 to 4 minutes of doing stuff, and then it kind of just chills for a while. We'll be doing a lot of management, a lot of kind of popping in and out of the camera. It's not too bad, but it does have some you can win a motion sickness, maybe slightly affected, but I would do my best to reduce that as best I can. Also, you have rockets, you know, blasting in your face. That could also happen. So, yeah, we're just kind of chilling on our island, kind of trying not to look at the flashing lights, and just keep going here. Yeah, a lot of these planes, they do have a slight higher damage, but funny enough, sometimes these planes will just crash on their own, and now you have to shoot anything down with it. They're not going to do very much damage to our island at this point. Alright, we're at the last checkpoints. And once we clear out these balloons, so do one quick loop of the island, make sure everything's repaired. Then maybe the speed run can get a little faster for us. Yeah, even though this, like I said before, even though this turret could automatically shoot these balloons, because all these enemies are around and whatnot, it can easily not focus on the balloons, and like it will just run into it, and then we just die. Have to go to the beginning. And I don't want to do a 12-minute auto-scroller all over again. I mean, sure, more big bad Game-A-Thon, but more just staring at the clouds. Should be hitting the end trigger now. Alright, so next level. This is like one of the very few, if not the only one, of levels where you actually can get off your island and go explore. You see there's a bunch of buildings in the area. The game wants you to like follow the terrain, go destroy some certain items, get certain things. That's slow, so we're gonna make it a little faster on this. So we're gonna wait till we get close to here, and then we're going to jump. I think about here. Okay. These bugs, don't worry about them. They won't be a problem whatsoever, especially not the second to last level of the game. That won't be a problem with us whatsoever. So just completely ignore them. Yeah. Alright, so they want you to go along this path and you see this bridge and whatnot. They want you to go here, go there. These boxes you're supposed to destroy, just walk over them. And you get this point, and oh, there's some boulders. You're supposed to get some dynamite, put it there, and destroy it. You know, that's how the game intends you to do it. Just walk around it. And now, the level's broken. So now we're going to do some shopping. We're going to pick up this vault, which we're going to put some of our items in. Then we're going to pick up this belt upgrade right here. And then we're going to pick up 2 of these red buildings. So the buildings I were creating before, they were blue buildings. That means if they get destroyed, I can replace them, no problem. Red buildings, once they're destroyed, they're just plain destroyed. Alright, so I got the island, got the items, and see, you're supposed to go on this island and move on to the next point. We're just going to fly into the sunset. Just completely ignore the island. Yeah. Trigger's right there. Just fly to it and done. Alright, now that we have our items picked up for the quest, we run into another group of people who are getting attacked by the same people who shut us down at the beginning of the game, so we're going to get a little bit of revenge. Before we do that, we're going to build this vault. We're going to dump these buildings into here. Just going to come in for approach. So yeah, I think the story is that the people who are attacking us are like trying to control everything. I think the Brotherhood of Steel. That's what I understand that these characters are like. So I'm using my turret to destroy these boxes so I can pick a couple items. So yeah, they're getting attacked, so we're gonna help them out. Not before we loot everything on the island first. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna grab our handy dandy jetpack. And then we're gonna man this turret here. And now, casually, this plane we're attacking, this bomber, it has a ton of HP. This cannon that I'm using does like an obscene amount of damage, and this thing just takes damage. Thankfully, it takes down a couple shots because I was actually fairly accurate this time. So yeah, defend the island. This person doesn't have long left, so he says, "Hey, take this hangar and defend this island." So we will, and we'll take this and we're going to build the scout building. While we're going to do that, we're going to destroy some buildings. Don't worry, part of the plan. While we wait for a scout to spawn. And then we're going to switch to it. Alright, so the scouts, they have 2 speeds. They have regular, slightly faster, and warp speed. Why? Who knows? So, 1, 2, 3, 4 generators defending that building, and we're done. Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit more shopping. I destroyed these buildings so we can upgrade them for the parts. So I came here and said, hey, we got these particular items. What should we do next? Like, oh, okay, I know kind of where my power is, so I want you to go to these specific locations. I'm like, okay. But before we can go to a separate location, you'll need to do an errand for me. So we're going to pick up this jetpack, do a couple upgrades ourselves before we do his errand. Right here. So now I have a level 2 power plant and a level 2 silo. So I'll have a bit more max energy and energy generation. Fun thing about the power plant. So power plant level 1, you can plant it on your island, no problem. It doesn't really care. Power plant number 2 and 3 actually costs energy to build. So if you somehow lose energy and you don't have a particular power plant built, you're essentially soft locked, and you have to either find other means to get energy or just restart. It's pretty bad. So we're gonna be very careful to make sure our power plants are there. So they want you to take your island and go across this this level. We're just gonna fly. I normally do this a little faster, but for the speed run of this, I'm going to take it a little safe. Just trying to make sure all my islands are upgraded as much as possible with different buildings. Yeah, these turrets see it for just a second, and then just leave us alone. So yeah, we're just gonna fly over here, pick up this item. Something to note that will come up at least only once later on in the game. The bottom right-hand corner that tells you how far you can travel from your island. Generally, it's very, very, very generous, except for one part where it becomes a bit important. All right, so we can call it ourselves mid-flight. We picked up the MacGuffin the guy wants, and we're gonna pick up this red turret and this belt upgrade. So we're essentially just doing a quick fetch quest that, according to my timing, just flying with a jetpack takes like a minute or 2 faster. There's a slightly faster way to do this. I'll show you later of what I mean. But yeah, we'll get back to that. So yeah, I think this level is really meant to like you take your buildings, you can sell them for different parts or whatnot. Well, they didn't really put that into the game. This vault that I have, there's one here on the island. It's supposed to be accessible, but it's programmed so you can't access it. It's strange. Alright, so we got the MacGuffin, and how about that? I'll fly in the middle of the air. So for return the MacGuffin, we get 2 items, which will become very useful later. Before we leave, we're gonna upgrade these red turrets so we get a level 3 turret out of it. We don't use it yet, but we will use it later on in the game. Fun fact, if you quick save and quick load while this hammer is operating, you'll crash the game. Lots of strange points for this game to crash. Alright, so we're going to store these two, and I'm going to start flying. So this scout does pretty well with like harassing different enemy buildings, but it can just suddenly just crash randomly. I'm actually going to move this turret. Don't worry, part of the plan, folks. Alright, I'm going to build this big cannon because it's going to come in handy for this next level, and this turret to keep some of the baddies off of us. Alright, next level, we're going to go to this large compound. So to do this, the game wants us to fly through this corridor, destroy 3 buildings, count 3, and then we can go to the next part of the level. So the buildings we're going to destroy are right here. So, as we love counting in this game, so 1, 2, 3. As we do that, it's going to spawn this bomber. You know, the big bomber, we always have problems, like, I mean, it takes so many hits, it's hard to destroy and whatnot. Yeah, it's very hard to destroy. Sir? Yeah. We can just fly our scout into it, instantly kills it. So now, so those scouts destroyed, we're going to use this cannon to kind of clear up any kind of rockets. Any of the... Either we're moving and we're going to bypass a lot of these hits, it's good just to clear out any chance of getting hit whatsoever. So it's going to destroy these turrets. And thankfully this gun I have in the front, the game just calls it big gun, you know, appropriately. It can tank tons of hits, and like very, very few weapons in the game even can destroy it. So it's very good. It's slow, but it has a high damage output, and becomes very handy later on in the game. Before we get to this next checkpoint, I'm going to switch to our scout, which likes to just roam around the map a lot. We're going to pick up a backup item here. So, as you say, we're getting absolutely blasted here, barely taking any damage, thankfully. We're going to pivot, and then we're going to move. It gets a little loud, by the way, with all these explosions. I don't want to build, I want to move. Alright. Activated. So we're about to make a turn here, and we're going to find this building they want us to destroy. It's protected by 4 shield generators. And we love to count this game. So we're going to stop the engines and go from as far as we can. Shoot this cannon. There's 4 generators, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now we're just going to focus on these towers, and yeah, the explosions do get a little loud in this game. And yeah, don't even get close to it, just destroy it. Alright, now comes a part of the game where they're saying, oh, oh, my power wasn't there? Okay, you must need to go to a higher level. And to do that, you need to have this item. I got my buddy Keith, he can help you out. Just tell him I sent you. So we're going to go over there to get an upgrade for our ship so we can go to another area. You know, we destroyed all these ships, we destroyed all these buildings, you know, kept going, no problems. Like, there's going to be absolutely no consequences to our actions whatsoever. Absolutely not. So I'm doing one quick upgrade. Oh, everyone, one last look. We're not coming back here again. Bye. We'll become our own independent, no matter and have no need for this place anymore. So as we start this nav point, we're going to do something completely logical. We're going to blow up our buildings. Totally going to make sense later on. So I need to build this safe, and we're going to store our items into it. So when we get to this part, we want to have no items in our inventory, and only this last gun in on our island, as it will become very important later. So now we're at this new place. His friend is like, "Hey, just go talk to this guy, and he'll give you a upgrade to your island." Okay, cool. You know, should be a basic in and out. There's no, you know, large arena. There's no, you know, large arena. You know, there's guns everywhere. You know, it's gonna be quite peaceful just walking in and getting our upgrade done. We can go on, no problem. You know, we've done this before. Just kind of come in, get our stuff, and get out. And yeah. I'm hinting that something bad is about to happen. So go here, right to the middle of this arena, right here, and oh no, consequences for my actions. We're getting attacked. So you're not supposed to get back to your island. The tiers are supposed to explode. But if we position ourselves just so, yeah, we get back into our island. We're not supposed to be here. But what I'm going to do is blow up my last tower. My island is considered defenseless, and we're just going to stand here. And then one of the few voice lines you're going to hear in the game is going to have some very sage advice.
They're stealing all the islands and the drive.
Really?
Quickly. Hide somewhere on the island. Then they'll bring you to their base.
Good idea, sir.
Oh.
Alright, so we basically snuck upon our own islands, got behind enemy lines, and now what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to like blend in with the populace, you know, earn our ranks up, and be able to get our island back. Or we could just like, all ignore that, because this is a very long, tedious, like 5-minute stretch of the game where you have to follow some ships, you have to, you know, bend and weave, really annoying. Or we can just kind of fly into the sunset. And if I hit it correctly, yeah, we just finished the level. Now we're at their super max, super defended like energy generator or something. They never say what it is. It's protected by 4 generators. We love counting this game, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're getting there, and we're going to shoot it down. We're just going to go there and just blast it down. It'll get destroyed. We'll just ram into it. It'll blow up, and we won't die, and we'll just keep going. So now everything is in disarray. People can't, you know, it's all, you know, they can't find us. They're all in chaos. So while that's happening, we're going to do some shopping. We're going to get the last upgrades that we need for our island to get to the rest of the game. So this is the elevator. You wouldn't know it because the game never tells you. So we're going to pick up a level 2 silo. We're going to grab a hammer so we can upgrade on items. A level 2 silo. A level 2 turret. A backup cannon. And our MacGuffin. So the game is supposed to like destroy most of your island. So you have to like stand here, like rebuild. You have to go, or you just do the trick that I did, and everything's basically standing. You can go pretty quickly. So I'm going to build 2 explicit things. I'm going to build this cannon, and then I'm going to build our hangar again. And then we should be hitting the end trigger. Yep. All right, so now we're back at make a quick safety save. So we're back here, and we're trying to equip our island with this new MacGuffin. While we do this, there's a bunch of other enemy islands in the area, so we're gonna go take them out. There's two that's gonna be popping out here, but we can just kind of come in and just start firing at them early. So we're not gonna be able to destroy them completely, but we're at least gonna do quite a bit of damage. And then when we get to a certain part, we can just fire this big cannon and destroy them. We'll stop right here. Nothing will happen, and eventually the other island will pop out. Alright, so island's destroyed. We're gonna get a quick cutscene. And go. Yeah, this game is not necessarily bad, it's just misunderstood, as the rules have explained. There are some parts, like as I just told you, the auto scrollers, like it's just time consuming than anything else where nothing's happening. So for this island, we'll have our next checkpoint, and now with that active, we're going to do some quick upgrades. If we can do it, we're going to do some basically battle upgrades. As things are blowing up and whatnot, we're going to start to upgrade our stuff. And same rules apply. Things are exploding, but we're not taking hardly any damage. Wrong one. Pivot. Once we stop here, now we're going to pull up the cannon and destroy this big island. It's pretty funny that you get all this explosions, all these bullets hailing on you. You're not taking a ton of damage, really. I do apologize for the loud noises. Try to get our audio adjusted the best we can. So, first one's destroyed. That's on fire. That shouldn't be on fire. Going to... apparently my one of the items I created kind of floated away one time, if I missed that one. Alright. Number 2 is coming after us. This third island's coming in, creeping in on the side. Alright, so we hit the second to last trigger for get to the end of the game. While we do that, I'm going to make a quick save here. Quick save. I'm going to destroy my power plants and get a level 3. Door with the fire, that's fine. I'll part of the plan. I'm gonna get my power plant upgraded so we have a level 3 silo power plant, and we'll be good for the rest of the game. Or have to be another extra upgrades. And build it. And he says, "Okay, you can use MacGuffin now." Cool. So we're going to pull up MacGuffin, use it. There's a little cutscene, and then we're going to ride into the sunset. Alright, so now comes kind of an infamous level for myself. This is where the game really starts opening up for me. Make a quick save. So this part, they want you to go to the top of these piers, go through a bunch of jumping puzzles, and go to different things. we're not going to do that. There's actually a much, much faster way of getting up there. We're going to just kind of casually bring this out. And I'll miss it. Try it again. Yeah, we're flying on our ship now. And we just kind of go to the end. I found this fairly about midway through learning the game, and just skip most of the level. Just jump on the island and go. All right, so now in this part of the game, we have finally found the source of this person's power that we helped out, and we're going to help him reclaim it. And we're getting attacked by a bunch of mean things. This level is fairly small, so we are going to get damaged quite a bit, so hopefully we get this done as fast as possible. Again, this front cannon, it lights things up. It's just really slow. You see those little balloons, and there's even some strange, flying bat things, there. We want to go as fast as possible so they don't land on us, because they wreck our island pretty hard. Alright, so we're trying to get to this middle section where this giant dome is. Just take any opportunity we can to destroy these parts. That's fine. We can rebuild. Alright, so now we're going to get to this area where this guy's power stored. It's been protected by 3 generators. I think everyone would know how to count. 1, 2, 3. And shield fizzles. Restore these cannons because they suck. Actually, while we're pivoting, build this thing back, and hey, we beat it. So yeah, it turns out the guy we were helping was evil all along, and we give him his power back. He wants to take over the world. How does he want to take over the world? With bugs, of course. Sentient alien bugs are going to take over the world, and he's using his power to do it. You know, completely legitimate stuff here. So this level is a little funny. Quick safety save here. So we're going to be hit by waves of different bugs. Thankfully, there is a set pattern to them, so that we can destroy them, get the warp path, and we're done. Before we get to there, we're going to use all these buildings that we have, the red ones, because they will come in handy very, very soon. Alright, so our scout is out, and right around here we should be seeing a spawn-in of bugs. No, bugs are bad. Bugs are evil. They like to munch on my island, and I don't like that. So somewhere here there should be. Hello? Did I? Oh, I went to the other side of the map. Whoops. All right. So okay, pivot. This has not happened before. .jpeg. All right, so we're gonna wait for our. All right, so we got our respawn here, and we're gonna blow up these big bugs here. As you can tell, my nav tower is already on fire. That's because these bugs hit hard. So we're gonna probably do some repairs before we go to the next section. Alright, so these big bugs, they're destroyed. Hello, okay. And then now, far distance, there'll be other bugs. And we're gonna destroy them. Yeah, if it wasn't for the island, half the time we're gonna be flying the scout, destroying stuff. Much, much, much easier. Now, this is important safety save. So we're going to do that glitch where we can, duplicate the kills. I have to do it 10 times. Quick save and quick loading 10 times. Hello? There's these little guys right here, really hard to hit. I have to destroy 10 of them. So, noise warning. If I can hit them. 1 destroyed, 2 destroyed, 3 destroyed, 4 destroyed, 5, 6. Yes, it is getting louder, by the way. 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 are destroyed. And then now other big bugs should be following up behind right here. And we have to destroy, I think, 7 or 8 of them. But only 3 have spawned, so we know what to do here. So here, here, and now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have one last batch of enemies to destroy. Safety save because that was a little scary as we saw it start stuttering a bit. There's these little horseshoe guys. I think we have to destroy either, I think 9 or 10 of those. Alright, so hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think that should do it. Yes, cool. And now we'll just fly away and repair very quickly. Is anything else on fire? Yes, there is. Thankfully, it wasn't too terrible. All right, now we're on to the next level, and it's one of your favorite things to do in a video game. It's a rail shooter, and we just have to sit here for, I think, 300 or 400 seconds, however the script is. So, yeah, we'll be sitting here firing rockets for a couple minutes, trying to defend our island. Yeah, this is like the other slowdown part of the game. I've found certain different ways to speed this up, but it requires some finesse with the game that I don't know how to do yet. Turns out certain cutscenes actually speed up time. So if I was able to find a way to like start cutscenes and just repeat them over and over again to speed up time, this level would be a freebie. I have not been able to find out how to do that yet, so yeah, here we are, just shooting rockets at bugs. So I guess story-wise, you know, the guy we helped who totally wasn't evil, turns out was evil, he's going to use these intergalactic bugs that we just found out like 5 minutes ago. Apparently have been around the island and around the world and destroying stuff, but they've been docile. Yeah, it's a weird story there. Yeah, we have to defend ourselves because he is going to not only take over the bugs, he's going to try to take over the queen to take care of all of them in the world so they can take over the whatever's left of the world. Yeah, your kind of generic evil villain thing. So yeah, we're kind of stuck here for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I found this game. I think I said I found this game. I was given this. It was given to me by my aunt during during Christmas. It was one of those random cheap games. Like, you know, never played it. Maybe like once, and I revisited later on, and so I did a speedrun of it. Thankfully, with some of the skips that you've seen before, I shaved off easy like an hour or so off the time with all those glitches. So it turned in from like a 3-hour game to like an hour and a half. And I'm sure there's other ways to improve on it so you can make it much faster, but I don't have the brain power nor crayons to figure it out at the moment. So, yeah, I think the one thing about the game that is more misunderstood is that there's just a lot of downtime. And there's a way to speed up some of those, those auto-scroll levels. Yeah, the game be much viable, much more action-packed, but there's a lot of kind of sitting down and waiting, unfortunately. So right now, these guys that stole our islands, they're putting a bunch of islands in place to defend from the aliens. Spoilers, they're not going to last very long. No, we're not done yet. Once all these bugs stop spawning, then I'll have like maybe 30 seconds before we go to the next level, and I'll just use that time to build anything I got that need to be built, and keep going to the next level. Which I'm not necessarily looking forward to because it's one of the harder levels that I found. So yeah, I hope you all enjoying the Big Bad Game-A-Thon. This will be the first run I'll be doing. I have another one that's going to be in about 12 to 11 hours. Lots of great games coming up. We're talking about it in the Discord. There's going to be some juicy bangers in there. Yeah, so there's a Discord for this game. There was a project to try to get it into like a modern engine, but unfortunately, it's kind of wavered a bit. There is a group that are trying to create more custom multiplayer levels in this. This is multiplayer, by the way. All right, I think we're about to transition to the next level. Before we do that, I'm going to just repair a bunch of stuff. Let's see. I think my turret's destroyed. That's fine. I should be able to survive. Oh, I have one in my pocket. We're gonna put it right there. Everything's pretty much prepared. So, another shout out to Vince H. Quick save. So this game looks good, right? It actually is intended to look good. They created a mod for two things, which, since I'm the only runner of the game, I've allowed. One is that they took the textures of the game and upscaled them, so it looks fairly decent. The second is that we created they created a widescreen support for it, so it looks much better, just more of a quality of life thing. So, alright, so here, this level is tricky. So those big bugs I told you about, where like they completely wreck your island, well, we need to destroy them fairly quickly. And there are certain points of the level that we need to avoid them destroy our nav tower. So as long as our nav tower doesn't get destroyed, this level should be our nav tower got destroyed. Part of the act, folks, this game forces your tower to be destroyed right here. Don't know why, it just flat up just destroys it. So you have to stop. So once it is built, we should keep going. And there's the fun part. Those big bugs, we need to destroy them with this cannon, because all these turrets that I have, they barely do anything to them. And sometimes my aim sucks trying to shoot those big guys. Some little bit of flashing lights here with these small bugs coming in. So there is there's a spawner over there that creates bugs. We need to not destroy that, because if it does, it makes more big bugs, and we want to avoid that as much as possible. Alright, so we're about to get to a point in the level where we have to make a decision. Let me go ahead and put another quick save. So I need to stop this island at a very specific angle. Because if I go too far, it will start creating more of those big bugs. We don't want that. So if I do it right about here. So the end of the level is to the left of us. Well, we want to get there faster, so we're going to charter a plane. And we're going to do one of our favorite glitches. Let's save here. Let's see if I can get it. A little early. I will have a couple of frames to do this, but it saves a ton of time. Yep, that's expected. Yeah, the time for text to save and load, like it's, you know, very little compared to how fast it does when you pick up your character and just fly to the end of the level. Yeah, this may take a couple tries. I'm usually a little early sometimes. I think I got it. Okay, cool. So we're standing on top of our ship, being careful not to fling them off. Another quick safety save. So in this game, in the story, like bugs are attacking us, and we need help. So there actually is another person who helped destroy or helped to capture the person we just gave back to hit all of his power and freedom from his prison. Yeah, we're gonna knock on the door. It's like, hey, you know the thing you did like lots of times ago, and you took power away from him. He was gonna destroy the world. Yeah, we took him as prison and gave his power back. Can you help us, por favor? And she's gonna help us out. Sorry, I failed to mention. So that distance meter that had in the bottom right hand corner, the place I had to stop at. First off, it was just in the place where it wouldn't spawn more enemies, and also it was just enough to get to this island, so I don't have to do anything extra. So our island's supposed to be here. The trigger to end the level is somewhere out there beneath the pale blue light. So we're going to do a third glitch here. I call it the Kermit jump, where if I do a jump, quick save, quick load, I'll go slightly higher and slightly further. Do this a couple times, and I should be able to hit the trigger. Yep, and yep, be that level. So this one, so the lady that we found was like, oh yeah, you see, after the war ended, like I put my most powerful items in this giant floating fortress. Like, well, it stood for years. No one has gotten in or out. I mean, it's got like rockets. I mean, it's got rocks. It's got turrets. It's got lasers. It's got all these like spinning stuff. I mean, it's absolutely just huge defenses. Like, no one has tried it for centuries to get in and do it. Yeah, we just did it in like less than a minute. So this level, you see all those volcanoes? They want us to fly our island through those volcanoes. Had to shoot down the rocks. It's a big pain. We're just gonna go and charter a flight and not do this at all. Again, this is one of the like really good time saves where like it shaves off 10 to 15 minutes. The quick safety save. First try, let's go. So yeah, we're just gonna fly directly to the end trigger. Right here. Level's over. Alright. So, everyone, what's your favorite mechanic in a game? Did you say auto-scrollers? This is the game for you. Do you like escort quests? This is the level for you. We have to escort this big ship for about another 12 to 15 minutes. those balloons, they're paper thin. If we destroy if the front 3 balloons are destroyed, this is destroyed, we lose level, we have to do it again. If the back 3 are destroyed, same thing. If 4 balloons are destroyed, same thing. So yeah, we have to do our best to make sure that this ship does not get harassed whatsoever. So we're going to destroy everything as early as possible, stop anything coming in from the sides. Yeah, just trying to keep away from that island. We may lose a balloon or 2. That's normal. Getting all 6 balloons to the end is pretty rare, to be honest. Also, that ship, number 1, those guns don't work. They do have some other hangars where we spit out some planes. We really don't want that to happen because sometimes their planes just run into the balloon and we lose time. Yeah, that sometimes happens too. Your own scout just like decide to just destroy itself. Yeah. Also, since it's also an escort quest, here's for your next favorite thing about escort quest is, you're faster than the thing you're escorting. So we're just going to be running to this end here and waiting for it to play catch up. Yeah, this is not necessarily a bad level, it's just a long, tedious level. And we're just going to take this rockets that we stole from that lady's vault. Acquired, and keep going. So the balloon's a little. As you can see, that boat's ways away. We're much faster than it. So we're just going to get right here to this nav point and just kind of chill out, destroy all the bugs that are coming at us. And right now, it's just shooting rockets. These rockets do home on, but you can, if they're not homing on anything, just go and shoot these those things. You destroy these big guys because, as you know, they're very annoying. For some reason, in this level, they're not as bad. They actually hit as hard. They're much weaker to fire. Balancing in this game is weird. I'll say that much. Some levels really difficult, others you can just fly through them. Alright, doing fairly good so far. Yeah, we just lost a balloon. That's fine. There are some bugs that kind of fly into the left side. It's kind of hard to stop them, so I just kind of take the L and just keep rolling. I think that's got it. Yeah, as you can see, those flyers are going around destroying these small little guys. Yeah, thrilling gameplay, everyone. Just sitting here and shooting stuff, waiting for a escort to get here. Let me pop over to my drone. Yeah, looks like he destroyed. Oh, he did not destroy these spawners. We want to destroy those very quickly. Part motion sickness. Right, I think it's got it. So, as far as I'm aware, everything's clean, everything's clear. All the bugs are destroyed. We're just going to do a little bit of patching up here and there as we wait for this thing to come around. Everything looks pretty good so far. Not too many repairs needed. As you can tell, the thing's a little slow, but it's she's slow, but she's steady, I suppose. Yeah, so they said that we needed this ship to go destroy the big bad evil guy. It was required. We had to have it, so we're totally on this. So now this ship will get about this area, make a big wide turn, and then we'll continue on for the rest of the level. 5 balloons, that's good. That's about normal. yeah, we just need to wait for this thing to make a big wide turn and go to the right. A big wide turn and go to the right. A big wide turn. The game is programmed to wait here for 45 seconds. Hard-coded, nothing we can do. Yeah, great level, everyone. So we just have to wait for it to kick in its animations. Eventually. There we go. So yeah, it takes a while to turn. Might as well call it Spaceball 1. And now we just have to wait for it to start going straight. As it's going straight, I'm actually going to flip to my drone here. There's one enemy that pops out right to the end, and we want to take it out before it gets to it, because again, we try to make it not as less harassed as possible. I think that's them. Not sure where it's at. There it is. All right. That's fine. All right, so now they're gonna see if they go take it out. And now we have to wait for the nav point to pop up. There we go. Alright, so nav point's up. Planes, please go away. You're making me very nervous. Okay, I think they destroyed it. Okay, good. So now that we're on the way, we can kind of let go, and we're going to jump back into the scout here and destroy some upcoming turrets and spawners as we can. Just a lot of cleanup. Make sure this thing does not get disrupted whatsoever. Make sure it has a very smooth and quiet flight where we can. So you might be probably wondering why there was no Project Nomads 2. Yeah, I wondered the same thing. Keeps me awake at night for like 5 minutes, and I think of corn dogs and go to sleep. So, yeah, estimate's pretty good. Quick safety save, by the way. This level is known to crash on me, so I need to not be like almost to the end and crash and I have to do this entire thing again. Do not want to go over time whatsoever. Yeah, escort missions, everyone. They had to have this. They had to have this. Like the person who locked the person away said they had to have this to defeat him, and we wonder why he escaped. All right, so we're coming up to this little corner section here. Same thing, just make sure it's not the ship's not getting harassed. Take a little bit to take out all these enemies. Main thing, just make sure all those big boats are destroyed, because those can cause a lot of problems. Making our turn. Switch to my scout here. Sometimes when I switch to my scout, it's like about to ram into a wall. Fun times. Okay. That's fine. Sir. Same thing, it's waiting right here for an explicit amount of seconds before we can continue. thankfully, once it starts up, we can actually continue and go to the rest of the level. Okay, game, we can continue soon. Oh, it's already active. Okay. Sometimes I'm slow. I'm going to switch to this, our scout. Destroy any and all resistance to our ship. A lot of the resistance is just these turrets. They just take a ton of hits to kill for some reason. Why alien technology has turrets, I have no idea. I don't question things at this game at a certain point. So it's just a lot of cleanup at this point. There should be another spawn around here somewhere. We lost a balloon. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Maybe a little extra vigilant. I'm thinking that once we destroy these smaller spawners, we shouldn't have any more problems. Hopefully, if I did my homework right, those should go back to home base. Nothing else is going to spawn, and we should be good to finish the level. Safety save, because finishing this level can sometimes crash on us. We don't want that, or have been a predicament as it is. Yeah, so the turrets are essentially leftover weapons from a war that destroyed the planet, as you physically see around us. And these people that are helping us, they're like ancient people who lived for thousands of years. They have mystical powers, question mark. Mystical secret powers. Yeah, we just kind of start scrapping up old technology and using it on our own islands and stuff. Should be good. Trigger should be getting up here soon. And okay. All right. Second to last auto scroller we have. So we've now have come face to face with a betrayal with the guy who betrayed us. He's using his power to try to take over the enemy alien queen, and we have to stop him. So he wants. Well, he has all these things just protecting him. One moment, I need to clear out some inventory space. So he's protecting himself with 4 generators, or 1 generator and 4 shield barriers. He apparently miscounted whenever he got all his power and realized that we can just completely count ahead of him. So yeah, we're gonna grab our little jetpack. We're gonna go to these points where these red points are, and essentially plant C4 and watch it explode. And hopefully dodge all these incoming aliens. They're a little concerned, but we can gently kind of juke them. Alright, so we're gonna go here, drop some C4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're gonna go destroy the generator. Same thing. Drop here, fly away. And I'll have to do it once here. So once it's an explosion, we should... Yep, we beat him. Yay! So in a turn of events, turns out the alien queen knew about his plan all along and absorbed his energy. So now the alien queen, with the power of this guy, is going to try to take over the world. Yay! So this is the second to last level, and it's not too terrible, but it's a choreographed level. So I'm going to build this weapon here. What this is, you'll find out later. I'm going to get right here in front of it, right there. And then I'm going to get my scout out to go destroy some spawners, because they would become very annoying later on. Is it right here? No, it's a little further on. So there's a noise I hope I don't hear. Alright, destroy these 3 spawners. Because they become very annoying later on. And, right, exit back. You know those bugs I told you about? Yeah, they're annoying now. So when they explode, they put out this gas. And if I stand in the gas, it'll reduce my health. Thankfully, since I'm on my island, my health regenerates, but it doesn't regenerate fast enough for the bugs to be destroyed. Also, since we're traveling, that stream of explosions goes down the island, so I need to explode them to the front of the island as possible so that it doesn't destroy our nav tower. But here's the problem. These 2 are stuck here, and we can't do anything about it. So what we have to do is make sure we have a full bar of energy, stand just outside of their range, and heal like our entire bar worth of energy for that tower. It's on fire, but we survived, and that's important. So now we're gonna kind of come here, safety save for time, and we should have more bugs just to keep coming down as we travel. Some, I think that one. There's some, since we're traveling so fast, they'll just completely fall off the island, not even deal with us. But some of these bugs, since we are traveling, will get stuck on the terrain, so we have to kind of finesse them out. So over here, they're stuck on the terrain. You have to kind of wiggle them around to get them out, then run back to the front. This game isn't meant for you to do what I'm doing right now, of course. So what they really want you to do is to like go forward, stop, destroy things, go forward, stop, destroy things, instead of just pedal to the metal and just keep going. Alright, we're doing a quick save here. We're about maybe the halfway point of this. So yeah, this is more of managing these bugs, trying to get them to the front. Thankfully, this gun that we created is pretty tough, so it doesn't really take a ton of damage. Let's put it here. I might have enough time to get this repaired. Folly. Yep, that's gonna blow it up. Yep, that's fine. That's par for the course. Keeping the tower alive through the entire thing is kind of hard, anyways. Oh great, that's fine actually. Now that we've stopped, the little miasma that pops out doesn't really go as far. So let's pop our. That's fine. Hello? Yeah, let's go forward. We're gonna need to get our scout back. Yeah, so those spawners, I forgot to destroy, or did destroy in time. I need to kill them because we start harassing our island, and we really don't want that. We're very close to the end of the game. So hopefully we destroy these real fast. Our nav tower may have been destroyed, that's fine. Take a little time here to do this. We'll save time in the long run. Let's see. I think that's the last one. didn't get destroyed. Cool. So we're going to get to a point. I think we're at it already. Click another second save because I'm scared here. I'm going to just stand here. More bugs will spawn, but they won't have enough time to explode on us because we'll transition to the end of the level. So yeah, come up to the end. All the real shout-outs I have is the Project Nomads community. Really helpful for the stats and whatnot that I'll be using. Big shout out to Big Bad Game-A-Thon to give me the opportunity to try this out. Yeah, so here comes bugs. If we stand just far enough, I think they'll be able to go to the next level. That's fine. All right. So last level, we're at the showdown for the big bad bug. So if y'all don't know, I'm an American speedrunner, so we're gonna speedrun American. The way we do that, Patriot missiles. So this level, they want you to go in the middle of this giant arena, and there's a bunch of turrets. Those turrets keep respawning, and you have to like keep destroying them, go back and forth. It's a mess. Or we just take this cruise missile, destroy one of the tethers of an island, wait the exact amount of time for this to respawn another rocket, and destroy the island, and we'll destroy the evil queen. So yeah, this is right now. We just wait for this little smoke to stop, and we're gonna call time. So give us a moment here. Once it finishes, actually really good time. But yeah, so shout outs. Thank everyone for watching. Thank you all for the opportunity to try out this game, show it off to y'all. Here, shout out to friends and family who have helped with this game. All right, so now time is once the cutscene happens. I'm gonna destroy this little eye here, and time. I think that's a world record, actually. My world record was 122, I think, last time. So, yeah, y'all saw it here. World record for random game for Big Bad Game-A-Thon. Sweet.
Finally destroyed. Together with her food, she plummeted to her death in the fiery inferno.
Yeah,
the countless
thank you all. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope it was entertaining as best I can for auto-scrollers and escort quests.
Had come to an end.
Thank you, everyone. And once the host is ready to take it back, y'all can do it. Have a good rest of the morning, evening, or nights, wherever you are at.
We thank you, Nomad. You have rid the world of a great evil. Now at last, peace reigns throughout our world, and we can once again travel freely between all levels, as we did in ancient times.